What's up, guys? We have another reaction to a fight. So now it's gonna be my second fight in the UFC. This was a rematch against Haider Hassan. So, you know, for everybody that followed Tough 21, Black Zillions versus American Top Team, the last fight in the show was me against Haider Hassan. So we had, you know, one of, I would say, the best fight in the whole, you know, reality show. And it was really competitive. You know, a lot of people believed I won that fight, but at the end, Haider got the split decision, and it was an amazing fight. You know, both of us had great moments, and it all, you know, came into this fight. You know, the rematch. We both were coming off losses, so I had lost to Michael Graves, and Haider had lost to Kamaru Usman on the tough finale. So we were, you know, trying to get back to that winning streak and just, you know, have our first win in the UFC. That's something always really important for fighters. And I was hungry, man. You know, I was so hungry, not only because I wanted to get my first win in the UFC, but because, you know, this guy beat me in the past. This guy went in there and you know, people could say maybe I won the fight, but that doesn't matter to me. In paper, he went in there, he beat me. The judges, you know, saw his victory. So I just wanted to step in there and be able to get a win and get the win in a dominant fashion. So let's start off. You see, like I said in the last video, now I don't have a beard anymore. I learned, you know, always in fight week they're gonna photograph us, and I gotta make sure I have my beard, you know, just looking good. I don't wanna, you know, look weird for the photo. So again, Bruce Buffer presenting us. You can see, at least I see it on me, you know, in this fight, I look much more focused. You know, I'm not, I don't know, those nerves from the first fight, from having Bruce Buffer presenting me, from having those UFC gloves on, from being inside the UFC octagon and having all the crowd, you know, watching. That had gone, you know, that happened in the first fight. In this fight, I was focused. I was focused on getting a win, getting, you know, a win on this rematch, you know, going out there and just showing that I was the better fighter and that I was, you know, UFC material and a guy that was going to be successful in this UFC career in the welterweight division. So we're about to start the fight right there at this moment. You know, I'm thinking about my strategy. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do, and especially on putting everything I got. You know, just going out there and doing the best fight I can. We can see much more. Compare this to my last fight. A lot of footwork. I'm moving in and out. You know, so already worked a little bit on that. You can see the evolution on that. Again, trying to find my opening. I always work with my guard up, you know, that's something that I've always tried to, I don't know, it just keeps me safe. Something I try to do more often is move my head, but I've never been known, you know, for moving my head much. And the high guard is something I keep at least to keep, you know, safety. There we're exchanging some good shots. There he caught me with a good counter left hook, where I overcommitted with my right hand. That's something I do, you know, I just commit to my shots, you know, I'm always looking to finish, and this was a fight where I really wanted to finish. So you see, I'm right from the beginning, right from scratch, pressuring him, and, you know, looking for that finish, looking for that knockout. But, you know, in a smart way, moving in and out, trying to control the octagon, you know, I think that he is feeling the pressure a little bit, that's why he's moving backwards. And I'm starting to find my timing, starting to find my rhythm. Collected some leg, you know, low kicks. I think George Santiago, I remember George in this fight, he talked to me a little bit about those leg kicks at that point in the fight. That's why I started working with that, and it's always good, you know, that's something I added to my game eventually. If you watch my most recent fights, I throw a lot of leg kicks, and that's something that has always done really well. If we pause right here, I connected a good right hand, and that made him, maybe he felt it, I'm not sure if he felt it, but he definitely kind of didn't like it and went for the shot. You know, he shot for a double leg, but it was a little bit sloppy. I was able to defend, and right there I started locking an anaconda choke. This is something that I didn't in the past. I usually didn't lock it standing up, but I started developing, training this different kind of lock to the anaconda, and this fight was the first time I did it, and it really worked well. So if you see, look, I just dropped back, and there it's locked. From there I was sure it was gonna finish. All I was doing is concentrating that lock. I'm gonna pause again. A lot of people like to go for the leg, for the half guard, just to secure that leg. For me, I just feel I'm really confident once I get the lock in the arms. I feel like that's it. The guy's not gonna get out of that, so I don't even worry about chasing the half guard. I'll just squeeze as hard as I can and keep the constriction. So there we go. Yeah, he didn't tap, so he ended up kind of being he was out at that point. That's why the referee stopped the fight. I was really excited. That's not usual for me to get so pumped up after a win. But this one was a little bit personal for me. So yeah, I was excited after this win. I think it was this was my first rematch, and coming off a loss to this guy, I just wanted to go out there and get this win. But as always, I respect every single opponent, but this one was one that I really wanted. Let's check out the replay. So that's what I said. Big right hand connected. Made him think twice about striking, and he went for a shot right there. Right hand connected. He comes for a double leg. I'm able to defend. I go for the lock. Yeah, right there. Look, lock the anaconda actually, and then I pull guard. I don't actually want to lock the guard. I pull guard so that we roll over, and I can get my lock even tighter and just squeeze until I get the finish. That's the referee pulling me out after he's out because of the choke. And yeah, that was a big win. And actually, this was my first performance bonus in the UFC. So I was really excited. I got the win. And after that, my manager, I remember, at this time, Glenn Robinson was my manager. And I remember him calling me and telling me, hey, you got the bonus. The performance bonus, and yeah, that was awesome. The first time I got a bonus, and just in my second UFC fight. So yeah, it was a very exciting, and getting a win is always great. So yeah, this was a big one. My first win in the UFC, first bonus as well. So yeah, I remember this one, and was one that was really special. It's good to watch this and just get that energy again, get that fight energy. If you guys enjoyed it, leave down, your comment, like the video, share, subscribe, and yeah, let's keep on watching these fights. And I always enjoy, just having fun with these